What's up, my loungies? Welcome to Toxic Tea Lounge. Y'all already know we about to get into some things in this lounge. Do you want to see what I'm saying? Now, remember, everything is allegedly. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions. Nothing are facts. So please don't take nothing personal on this platform. If you are not agreeing with anything that I'm saying, it's okay for you to unsubscribe, block me, whatever makes you feel better. But please don't come over here threatening and doing the most. Okay? Because it's never that serious. Now, without further ado, please make sure to like this video and let's get into some antics. Okay, my loungies. So y'all already know we about to get into some things, okay? In this segment, the only thing we're discussing is DDG and Halle, and we have some Natalie Nun responding to Cenat and what we previously just spoke about. Now, if you have not, make sure to like the video, and if you are not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. And remember, do not take anything personal on this platform. Now, sensitive content is ahead, so please make sure to proceed with caution. We are going to be talking about a sensitive topic regarding DDG and Halle. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, DDG and Halle, y'all already know that they're going back and forth. There's a custody battle with Halo and restraining orders, all type of stuff. Now, we're going to get into some of the text messages that has been presented in the court hearing, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay? Now, let's start with this. So, respondent, okay, is DDG, and petitioner is Halle.
Keep hitting me.
You stupid itch.
Keep hitting me.
You're a stupid itch.
Keep hitting me.
Cheating ass.
Keep hitting me.
Dirty eggplant.
Yep, keep hitting me.
Ass itch.
Yep, keep hitting me. Yeah, you got effed.
Get out of my car.
You got effed before. Keep hitting me.
Is what he says.
I never got effed, Halle says.
Yes, you did. Yeah, keep hitting me.
Nope, not even by you.
Yep, keep hitting me.
So Halle is not getting freaked by him, but she's hitting him, so there's some abuse going on. Now, me personally, there is no reason for anybody to put hands on anybody because of some damn cheating. Okay? Everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. I don't care who's cheating on who. You are not supposed to be putting your hands on anybody. Okay? And that's a lot of people excuses nowadays, and that's not an excuse. That means you have anger issues and you need to go seek some help. For real. Now, declaration of Tanya Granberry, who is DDG's mom. Tanya, declared and stated as follows. I am the mother of Daryl Dwayne Granberry Jr., the respondent in the above entitled matter. I make this declaration based on my personal knowledge, and if called as a witness, I could and would testify competently to the facts stated herein. I reside in Los Angeles County. I am closely involved in my son's life, as is my fiance, George Charleston, who also serves as my son's driver. Both George and I were involved in identifying and locating multiple Apple AirTags that were secretly placed in Daryl's vehicles. The first AirTag was discovered in June 2023 in Daryl's Maybach. Daryl called me that night stating that Halle had shown up uninvited to a movie theater in Beverly Hills where he was attending a film with a female friend. Yeah, okay. Sound like he was cheating to me. Petitioner called me directly that night, angrily stating that she knew Daryl was at the movies and made threats to F him up. George and I drove to the theater out of concern for Daryl's safety. When we arrived, we saw a petitioner outside the theater, visibly upset and attempting to confront and physically fight the woman he was with. I personally intervened to help de-escalate the situation. Not the Little Mermaid. A fourth AirTag was found in April 2024 after the birth of Daryl's son Halo. I personally found this device inside the baby's diaper bag, hidden underneath the internal cardboard lining. This device was a different model, one commonly marked for use with pets. I took a photograph of this AirTag, which is attached to this declaration as Exhibit 6. Okay? Now, in January 2025, George and I moved into Daryl's home. While helping clean and organize the house, I discovered a box of unused Apple AirTags in a drawer in Daryl's bedroom. These had been left behind by petitioner, who had lived in the home on and off both before and during her pregnancy. She moved out shortly after the baby was born. Okay, so I guess this is one of the air tags that was hidden. Okay, now let me speak about this. If you are out here putting air tags and doing all that location stuff just to see if the person is cheating, then you need help. Okay? If they're cheating, they're cheating. What are you going to do? Confront everybody that the person is cheating with? When is it going to end? I feel like that's weird. I feel like air tags and locating stuff and stuff like that should be placed if your child is with the person or on your child, because that's important to know where your child is at every time, for safety reasons and so forth. But to put it on a significant other because you're insecure or they're known for cheating and you want to catch them in the act, like, I feel like that's a little bit too much. Okay, if you cannot trust somebody, why are you going to be with them? Okay, yeah, I was once upon a time the person that had trust issues and still stay with the person because, I love them, all that stupid stuff. But when you get older, you start looking back like, never doing that again. Okay, in one of the 165 documents, DDG revealed to the court it shows that Halle Bailey stabbed DDG in the hand. DDG was the victim all along. Shaking my head. That's what somebody said, and there's a picture of a gash in DDG's finger. Okay, please take Halo, Halle says. I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're going to unalive me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home and I'll pick up Halo from there. Me and Halo are in the cold and you won't let us in your house? Are you serious? So she went over there anyways. I guess that's what it sounded like. Okay, she needs help. She wants to drop Halo off. She's not in the right mindset is basically what she's trying to say. And DDG sounds like he's worried about himself. This is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You won't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found your step with Layla in Mexico. I'm going to unalive myself tonight. Why is she writing like this? Is she writing fast or like what's going on? But clearly she needs help and she wants, help. Now, people might say this is postpartum depression, sadness and depressed mood, feeling persistently sad, tearful, or having a low mood, loss of interest or pleasure, experiencing a lack of enjoyment in activities that were once pleasurable, changes in appetite or sleep, having significant changes in eating habits or sleep patterns, low energy or fatigue, feeling constantly tired or lacking energy, anxiety and worry, feeling excessively anxious, worried, or on edge, difficulty bonding with the baby, struggling to connect with or feel a bond with the baby, negative thoughts and feelings, feeling worthless, guilty, or having doubts about their ability to be a good mother, thoughts of death or suicide, experiencing thoughts of harming themselves or the baby. Causes and risk factors. Hormonal changes, fluctuations in hormones after childbirth can play a role in PPD. Stress of caring for a new baby. The added stress and demands of motherhood can contribute to PPD. History of depression. Women with a past history of depression are at higher risk. Stressful events during pregnancy. Events like a difficult delivery, illness, or loss can increase the risk. Lack of support. Having limited support from family, friends, or partner can cause PPD. I mean, it could be that because y'all know everybody and their mother want to blame postpartum depression after their actions, but we don't know. Unless the doctor said it was, then we don't know, okay? Now, it could either be postpartum that she was going through, or she could have just been in her insecurity bags, knowing that her baby daddy was out here cheating. And some females get crazy like that to the point where they want to off themselves, off the person, off everybody. Okay, just because they're insecure and they feeling, worthless and because, why he's cheating on me, Some people are like that, and it's not always postpartum. Okay, some people are out here just crazy and just, not all the way there. Now, it don't matter what the case is. If the other parent is saying, hey, can you take our child? I'm really feeling down. I feel like I want to off myself. Any right parent in their right mind is going to take the child. No matter how they feeling or how they feeling about the other parent, whatever. I'm going to take my child because right now this other parent is not a safe, environment for my child. So I'm going to help the other parent and I'm going to take the child so nothing can happen to my child. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not what happened. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. I can't believe you're acting like this, he says. You put your penis inside of her in Mexico. So right now it seems like Halle really worried about him cheating. That's where this is looking like. She's depressed and sad because he's a cheater. That's what it's looking like. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I can't pinpoint this on postpartum. But this just sounds like a insecure female who is mad that they found their man cheating. To me. I wanna be gone. I never want to be here again. I hate this all. I hate this life. He says, please stop taking it to this extreme. Now, I know some people might be like, he is very insensitive. Okay? Answer the freaking phone. Answer the freaking phone. I'm going to try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing Zero. That's it. I just want to be left alone, please. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. Oh my God, y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, y'all not. I'm calling for help, but why don't you care, do you? Okay? Have a knife for what, he says. Okay, yeah. Petitioner contacted me complaining that she was bleeding and in pain. In my effort to assist, I contacted her OBGYN and learned that petitioner had attempted to abort the baby but failed to take the second abortion dose. Following the discovery, I spoke to petitioner and asked why she would abort our child after we had agreed to co-parent together. Petitioner threatened me by demanding that we consult or he would go through with the abortion, whatever. Okay. DDG has filed for emergency court order to block Halle from taking their child to Italy. In the filing, he accuses her of repeated threats of self-harm and alarming texts suggesting harm to both herself and the child, attempted to secretly get an abortion, rest. A woman going through postpartum depression and having thoughts of dua isn't a gotcha moment. DDG evidence is not proving anything. If anything, it shows that Halle was begging for help and he refused to help her and continued to harm her. Halle really ruined her career by starting this war with DDG. She should have shut up because those messages and that pic sounds like she was the abuser in the relationship. So is different opinions on this. DDG showed proof of how unfit he is, refusing to help her to care for your child. Cheating and doing so while Halle is 3 months postpartum with PPD. DDG says the court shouldn't allow this because Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to care for herself and their child, and he worries about what she might do if she leaves the court's jurisdiction. DDG provides examples of alleged conduct he thinks is troubling, claiming Halle once took his weapon and left the house without telling him where she was going. DDG alleges he ultimately found her outside just holding the weapon. He says she was pregnant when the incident went down. He alleges Halle once tried to have an abortion behind his back, but says she ultimately changed her mind and decided not to go through with it. I just read those court documents with Halle versus DDG, and it's exactly like I thought. Right. Everybody thought the Miss Mermaid was some perfect girl. The court hearing has concluded. The court denies DDG and a continuous court hearing has been set for June 24th. The court is upholding the original TRO filed by Halle Bailey until then, and Halo will remain in her custody. So DDG lost that, hearing. Listen, some of y'all about to be fuming with what I'm about to say, but this is just my opinion. Now, me personally, I don't do good with people with the unaliving talk. I can't do it. Like, you would think that I don't have any sympathy or stuff. I cannot do it. Like, what would you want me to do? I cannot help you. These are your thoughts. I'm not the type of person to talk somebody off the edge. I'm just not that person. Okay? Like, if anything, if you're close to me and it's really serious, I will get you seek some help. Okay? Yeah. I will call the people on you. and it would take you to the mental place or something, because I don't got time for that. For real. Okay? Now, this happened before. My ex did this to me, but he was attention seeker. He just attention seeks, and I don't like people like that, to throw things like that just because they trying to get their way or try to make you feel like you're guilty of something or you're the reason. No. I don't like people that do that. Now, if she was going through postpartum and the doctor diagnosed her with that, then that's on them. She should have been seeking help. She should have been getting help. If she is clear-minded enough to text somebody and say what she's going to do, how she's feeling, and everything else, she knows exactly what's going on with her. She's not dumb. So if she could do that and threaten and throw them threats out, she could have sought some help for herself. Her mother and everybody else that's around. DDG could have got her some help. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably would have been like him. Like, what do you mean a knife? Like, okay, well, like, what are you telling me for? Like, and then if it happens, then everybody like, oh, it's your fault. No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I'm not responsible for the grown-ass people. I'm not doing that. So, I mean, people are going to feel how they feel about this situation. Yes, Halle should have got help. She should have been got help for herself. And people around her should have seeked her help. You can't force nobody to get help. I mean, that's a sticky situation. Now, it seems like both of them have been abusive in a relationship. Both of them are toxic. Halle is not the perfect little mermaid that you thought she was. Regardless of anything, there is no excuse. Me personally, I never dealt with postpartum in none of my pregnancies or, none of that. So I don't know how that is. But like I said, the text messages clearly see that she's capable of expressing these thoughts that she's having. So she could express herself to somebody else and seek the help. And that's just all I got to say. Okay, so y'all know that Cenat basically said that, he's going to the courts. He's going to try to make it legal where he is going to be the owner of the whole concept of the university streaming, that whole situation, right? Now, remember, Natalie Nun, she was ranting. We spoke about that collaboration. Now she's talking about Baddies University. Cenat said, but guess what? Natalie Nun responds to the things that he was saying, because he was saying that he might be taking people to courts to sue because you're not going to do him. Basically, is what that was going on. I was just trolling, guys, about Baddies University, laugh out loud. My show Baddie streams on Zeus, and it's the #1 show. I'm on Twitch, yes, but it's Baddie code. No one wants to really do Baddie University, laugh out loud. Calm down, Kai. All I was saying is you kept DMing me about working with the baddies, so I felt like stop DMing, asking how, and let's collab when you don't actually want to pay any of my girls to come on and really lit your streams up. That's all. He don't need y'all damn baddies to lit his stream up. What are you talking about, girl? Bye. And Natalie Nun, are you scared? Natalie Nun, post for me. Listen, one thing about Natalie Nun, she's gonna say she's trolling to recant her actions or whatever, because, sometimes she's not gonna take accountability. She's going to run with that narrative. Oh, I was trolling. But once Diamond, the body, starts to trolling, why the hell does Natalie Nun have a whole stroke on the internet? Why? Why are you doing backflips and pulling out your hair when Diamond the body comes and starts trolling your ass? Oh, stop with the trolling. I don't like the trolling. Stop doing that. But then you turn around and you're trolling other people. So pick a side. Do you like trolling or do you not? You know what I'm saying? Natalie, girl, bye. You was reaching, you even made a whole little video basically saying that Summer is in time out. She is in detention or whatever the hell she was saying, making it seem like she was doing Baddies University. Like, girl, no. You just don't want to get sued. And I don't know if Cenat is the owner of it or is in the process of doing it or what's going on with that. But he's just basically putting his foot down. He's saying, listen, this is what it is. I can violate if I want to. All right, now, like I said, everything in this video is not facts. Okay, everything is allegedly. Everything is for entertainment, advice, all that stuff. Now, if you feel some type of way, because I know The unaliving topic is a very touchy topic, okay? And it might hit home for some, but that got nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with y'all, okay? This is a whole separate situation with different people and different circumstances, okay? We don't know for sure because I didn't read the whole documents, and I will, but for right now, we don't know for sure if she was diagnosed by a doctor with postpartum depression. A lot of people throw that out and think that's what they have sometimes when they want to make excuses for themselves or their actions, or just to throw it out there because that's what they think they have, okay, without getting diagnosed. Like I said everything I needed to say. Nothing's personal, but that's just how I will move. I can't for the life of me deal with anybody that talks unaliving. Like, seriously. If I'm online and I see people talking like that or crying, making videos about it, I just scroll. I don't got time for this. Like, I don't. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. I just don't do good with that stuff. But anyways, let me know how y'all feel about everything. Okay. Yeah, please make sure to like the video, make sure to run this video up, and make sure to share it. Okay. Subscribe if you have not. Let's get the subscriptions up. Okay. And I'll see you on the next video. Till then, toodaloo. Bye-bye.